Welcome to Lucid Dreaming in the cube of space of the alchemical Cabala. We've just completed traveling along the current of the moon, which is on the below south side of the cube of space. See it here? Right here. So we're traveling back towards the east, which is the realm of the inner and imagination. And being on the outer currents, we have only one option available on the outer currents to us at this point, as we're merging with the the chariot current. So, can someone please state the current that we must travel now?
Got the teacher?
Yes, thank you, Nancy. Everyone see that? We've been going down the moon. We can't go left against the grain, against the chariot, because the chariot's coming full bore and merging with us. So we have to ascend via the teacher key. Exactly. Then we have to cross back, going towards the north on the above by Zion, the lover's key, which brings us back to our original starting point, which is where we are now in our actual zodiac of Aries, right? And which is the northeast, and particularly here, the northeast above. So everyone, please take some deep breath, center within the core, very center of your being. 3 deep, full inspirations and expirations. And as you exhale, let go of all that does not serve you or others at this moment. When you're ready, please gently close your eyes and focus within, relaxed and centered. So we've traveled along the path of the moon, the moonlit path between the two towers. You sense these two towers now to your left and your right, seemingly very far in the distance and seemingly close all at the same time. And we come now into the unknown unknown. Whatever occurs to us, we simply accept and be with it. Now we are brought by grace into an interior chamber within our heart. As we enter this chamber, we feel a most high and powerful vibration and presence. Looking up, you see a great light. This light is living presence. Encloses us completely as if we are surrounded by walls of light. In your heart of hearts now, listen. Make a space right here to receive Open your heart and receive the guidance from your true self, the teacher, appearing in whatever form it appears to you at this moment. It is appearing exactly as what is most needed at this moment, no more, no less. Recognize you're being guided by the one self in every aspect of your life. In humility and grace, receive now what you receive. Accept it with your whole heart and gratitude. We're being drawn now into an increasingly ascending current from a orange-red light. We are now emerging into a brilliant orange, light-filled river of light. You feel a breeze and you feel the sense of a blazing presence above you. Remain open and now gently open your arms. As you do, a gift is given you. Accept this. And if you like, you may look at it now. Do with this whatever occurs to you at this moment. This will come to you as you need it along the path. We're now swept along the brilliant current of orange light, of discernment. And you see images in every direction, options available to you should you choose to bring them into the world of manifestation or leave them where they are for perhaps another time that you might require them. You make note of all of these images and occurrences, but are not distracted from the will that is moving you through this brilliant orange river of light. We begin to slow now as we come to the northeast above corner of the cube of space. You feel now a great gathering of great spiritual beings. These beings are dressing you in a most beautiful armor of light. As you accept this armor, the vision of your heart opens wider and more focused within. Look within your heart now. Just note what you see, or sense, or feel. You feel now as we are ascending, that we are simultaneously descending into a vast abyss of darkness. This darkness has a radiance, a vibration, and brilliance that is too bright for the eyes to behold. You let go now with complete trust, knowing that the one will has brought you here into this most holy presence. You hear it echoed ever nearer the one. Your true will, the only will, be still now in this great darkness and unspeakable presence. When you're ready, deep breaths and center and feel the weight of your form and body where you sit. Please gently open your eyes and stare at the image before you as we enter the current of Yod, the indivisible one. Please take a few relaxed deep breaths. Unmute yourselves one at a time and please share what occurs to you or what you have to share in this week's current, the Hermit.
He looks like he's lighting the path for those coming up the mountain.
Just the two words that come up are patience and kindness, and they're
lifted to remembrance
Mm.
is what came to me. And when you're doing that meditation, I felt like my heart was being lifted as if there was a hand um, cupping it, cupping my heart and lifting upward. And it was really lovely feeling. Very, very enlightening, or lifting up. Yeah, very nice.
Thank
So
you
when
for
I saw
sharing.
this key, the lifted um, star
Yes,
is being lifted to remembrance, as if the memory, the Yod is memory.
yes. That's beautifully said, Josie. Thank you.
Guided on the path is lighting the way for those yet to come.
There's more than one path that the people are taking to get to the top where the
Hmm?
light is.
Your rod and your staff comfort me.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
It's me on the path, and it's me lighting the way for myself deeper within.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
That's the word on the street, right?
The word. What's the good word?
I was gonna say that somebody comes up with like stillness, and in the sense that the not to lend keys too much and all that, but I always think of like the fish and the fish hook, and
Mm-hmm.
so like like the star, for example, and all that, where the the figure is just there holding and just again that stillness aspect, and he's not going towards it. It's what whoever made on that going towards that. He's just holding space there, holding it still there, and just kind of being pulled towards it. So kind of just was thinking I one said rod and staff and star. I'm thinking like, oh, it's just a fisherman out there with his line and just no movement. Just it's the bait, if you will. But yeah, so stillness is just what comes up.
And I get a sense of focused compassion. His face, he just has this sense of reverence, but he looks really focused.
Mhm.
The many paths leading to the one.
Yes.
What's with the one brown shoe?
Okay. Good question.
He
Good
ran out of
question.
ink.
It's like an on earth as it is in heaven reference, something like that.
Okay.
But there's something interesting about lifting the heart here. And if we look at where the staff is on his forehead, it's if we were to lift the heart to that place where in our being,
Yep.
it's an interesting thing. I was just kind of feeling that, and there's something about that lifting up from the heart.
There was something I was getting earlier today about being isolated and being prepared for what is to come. And he's at the pinnacle, showing the light to those that will come after him. I remember studying this card when I was in the Brown Brothers, and the loneliness of the lonely ones. I think they call them.
I don't know if they're lonely or alone.
Yeah, well, certainly with the wholeness of God's universe and the unity of spirit, they're never alone.
Yeah.
But as you said, alone but not lonely.
Mm.
When I hear the word alone, it's so close to all one.
Yeah.
The
I
star here shows the star here shows the true nature of the two triangles, fire and water, uh, as one. So really, essentially, what that's saying is everything we want, everything we are, is recognized as not separate. And sometimes we think that the spiritual path is like taking us, at least I'll speak for myself. Sometimes I think it's in the way of what I really want. And it's recognizing that it's the process, I guess you could say. It's the process itself. That's it.
Okay.
Anybody
What
here remember the prayer of the Brown Brothers?
would you like to recite it?
I don't remember it. That's the problem.
Okay. Now, is that different from the prayer of the brothers, of like the White Brotherhood of I strive, O Father, Creator of all, to be a nameless
That's the one
wanderer?
that yes, I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay, so it goes like this. If you would like for me to recite it, I'd be happy to.
I strive, O Father, creator of
Creator
all,
of all, be a nameless wanderer, be
nameless
perfect
one.
and
Yes.
all sufficient, so
Yep.
poised, so
So
balanced
balanced
that
that none but
none
self can comprehend.
perfect,
Yeah.
none but self can comprehend. That's how it begins. Yes,
Yeah.
beautiful,
Yeah.
lovely.
There's
Thank you for
several
bringing
stanzas. Yes. It's a beautiful prayer.
absolutely. And this is the self, right? So in the major arcana, what do you make of the number 9?
Maybe it's completion. Just back to
Yes.
like the one.
Yep. It is completion. And why? Why is that? Why is the number 9 the number of completion?
3 cubed.
Okay, good. And it's very simple. So in the sequence of number, the number 9 is the final number before the numbers begin to repeat themselves in endless combination. So in Kabbalah, one of the teachings is what we see here in this key is really the goal of the path and Kabbalah. This is our completed whole self. Now, this transcends our ability to comprehend with our intellect. Another part of the prayer of the brothers is I more than mind of man can conceive.
Yes.
This is the key of Virgo, the virgin, who conceives. Behold, a virgin shall be with child, right? Who else?
I get a sense of grounding the way he's got his forehead on the staff and
Yeah.
the yod on his head. It's almost as if the energy is going down into the earth.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, right? And the staff is brown, like the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
The staff in the tarot, in the major arcana, usually almost virtually always refers to the spine and the currents and the powers that reside within the spine. In this key, he's used it to climb to the highest peak. We don't see a peak behind him any higher, do you? I don't see one.
No.
Oh, but they have snow on them
They do. Why do you think that the peak he's on doesn't?
because of the light, maybe.
Yes, perfect. Because of the light.
His eye is single, his eyes are closed. He's looking within and guiding from that point.
Yes.
That's
thing I feel from this card is it is the colors of the light that I see in my eyes when I meditate. So it's like that part of myself that's working with me, my conscious kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the inside light.
Okay.
This
Well,
key is
the
also about spiritual mastery. So it tells
Yeah.
us a lot about what that means, what mastery is. The aloneness, the attainment, the focus, the fire, light, fire is light.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Exactly, Michael. Yes. This is in Kabbalah, this is the key of the adept. This is the one who is oneself.
background in this is that royal purple
Mm-hmm.
priesthood.
Okay, interesting.
I think it's indigo, isn't it?
It's a
I call it purple, but yes, that would be indigo, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the background here is said to represent both Bina, the black purple sphere on the tree, and also the Ein Sof, the radiant darkness, the limitless light. There's a saying in the Old Testament where Moses says, Moses drew near to the thick darkness where God dwelt. Okay, anyone else before we move forwards? Hermit.
I just wanted to point out no, you've shared it before, but it's always just that little bit of contrast with the white of the hermit's beard, along with the white that is found like right underneath the sleeves of it. And again, the white being the Kether divinity,
Yeah.
that whole thing, and just kind of the kind of the and it's like with a lot of the cards, right, where there's just I would say the hidden hand, if you will, but just there's that permeating divine guidance and love that is, it's like, I don't know, something about it, like it's reassuring, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that, just, the robes are there, and, there's the darkness, there was that one light, but underneath that, you have that divinity that is there and just coming up. So I'll stop there.
Yes. Very nice. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for sharing your light and insights. We're going to move forwards now. Here's a quote from Jason Lotterhand from Thursday Night Tarot. So the letter Yod in Hebrew, it means the extended hand. The letter Yod is the foundation of the entire Hebrew alphabet, meaning that every letter, all 22 letters of the alphabet, are comprised of or a variation of the letter Yod. or multiplications of Yod. Yod in the Sefer Yetzirah is called the intelligence of will. If you let go of everything but Yod, you will touch the true will, the divine that is already within you, which is the self. This is not something to find, rather something to uncover. Yod is sometimes said in Kabbalah to be concealed with all concealments. The number 9 in the sequence of numbers, again, is the number, it's the foundation, like Yesod of the tree and the cube, and the number of completion, as we discussed before. Because after 9, you get a 1 and a 0, and then a 1 and a 1. So you just get endless recombinations of the sequences up to 9. In the tarot, the adept key of 9, again, is your true self, calling us forth to remember who we are and be this self in manifestation. Who recalls on the simple tree what the 4th sphere is?
Memory.
Thank you, Easy. Yes, it's memory. On the 3x7 layout, Yod is directly below the high priestess, which is memory. And the remembering of the real self overthrows the perceptions of and identifications of that which is not the self. Now, you are always whole and indivisible, always at one with the all. Always. It doesn't always feel this way, but Kabbalah tells us that this is the case. We are, in fact, always one. So on the tree, the hermit and Yod connects the sphere of memory to the heart of the tree. The heart of the tree being your sonship, yourself, the reflection of Keter, the crown, the indivisible one. You are, in truth, the son of the all. And the Son and the Father are one. This week in your core practice, you may utilize this imagery here and alternate it with the Hermit Key for your nightly meditation. This is the square tattva of earth with the letter Yod within it. So we see the flame, the divine flame within the tattva of earth. Again, Virgo is this earth sign. That's why this tattva is appropriate for your meditation, contemplation. It's said in Kabbalah that the more we reach towards the true self, the more the one self reaches towards us. In truth, all our seeking, striving, looking, being opening to the self is simply our response to the one will, the one self stirring within us, calling us back to our true home that we have never left. So this week, ask your higher self to assist you to wake up in your dreams. Ask and receive. If you choose not to ask, just make a note of it and make a note of why. Why you choose not to ask help from yourself. Here's the thing. Trust in the self within you. And when you do ask, know that the self within you will respond to you. The one self is always with us, always waiting, always watching, simply awaiting our recognition and remembrance. And if you don't remember anything else from this one class, for your own self, do not settle for less than contact with the actual living divine presence within you. Do not settle for less than contact with the divine presence within you. The Hermit Key will assist you in coming into this presence and to remember more and more who you are. Thank you all for sharing your light. This concludes this part of Yod, Lucid Dreaming, and the Cube of Space. And the floor is now open for any questions or comments.
The total paradigm shift with the when you said that our reaction is only the our response to what the one will is already doing. That's I like that.
Great. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that's the teaching. That's
Then
the
when you
teaching.
said ask your higher self to assist you,
Mhm.
if you don't do that,
Uh-huh.
it so what the logic just kind of follows that.
Yeah.
Just accepting that paradigm, which rings true, really, really rings true.
Yeah.
Um, just that's the paradigm that, I want to sit with and let it sort of settle in.
Okay. Awesome.
So I like that.
Thank you for sharing that. This key is a very, very powerful key for connecting us to self in our meditations. And it's associated with the aspect of touch. The senses of touch. And that touch can be a very subtle presence. It can be a grasping pressure feeling, anything, any expression of touch. But it's very, very intimate.